Alright everyone, the other day Nick Fuentes was almost killed by an assailant who ended up getting killed by the cops, by the way, after having apparently slaughtered several other people as well as one of Nick Fuentes' neighbor's dogs, actually. We're not sure exactly the identity of the assailant at this time. This is in Illinois, of course. Nick Fuentes gets doxxed by a crazy stalker. He then proceeds to get stalked by the stalker, and then this happens. And so he's relocating and saying, you know, I don't want to put my neighbors in danger. I can sympathize because that sort of makes sense. I'd rather have Nick Fuentes as a neighbor than either of these other people, let's put it that way. I have had my disagreements with Fuentes. We've debated on two separate occasions, on religion and on politics. And I don't agree with everything that he says, but he has a goddamn right to say it. This is why I don't involve myself generally with e-drama. It's dangerous, it's despicable, it's fucking retarded, it's totally cringe. You have people that will show up in the middle of the night to try to kill somebody because they don't like what they said on the internet. Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds? Like, this never happens to leftoids, by the way. Just saying. I've noticed that there's a little bit of a trend. If you are a MAGA populist, a nationalist, civnat or ethnonat, doesn't really seem to matter, or an anarcho-capitalist or something like that, or a libertarian, then, you know, if you get doxxed, you're in danger. If you're a fucking commie, nobody's going to show up at your house. Nobody's going to show up at the Antifa tea room there in Munster, Germany, for example, or anything like that. It's almost like one side of the political aisle happens to be a little bit more lawful than the other, a little bit more respectful of the ability of other people to speak their minds. I don't agree with everything Fuentes says. I have my problems with some of his views, although not all of them, to tell the truth. But when I show up at his fucking house, if I show up at his fucking house, it's because I've talked to him beforehand, and I'm saying, like, yeah, let's get hoagies or something like that, let's have tea. But it's not going to be to shoot him, nor would he show up at my house. I don't worry about ethno-nationalists, like fucking Nazis or something showing up at my house. I don't worry about MAGA populists showing up at my house because of my views on gay marriage or something like that. But there are times that I worry not for myself, but for those around me, because I have been effectively doxxed. People know my address. Most of them are just clankers, so it's not a problem. I do have to worry about the possibility that some crazed libtard is going to show up at the house with duct tape and a butcher's knife. It could actually happen. Happen to him, could happen to me, could happen to you, by the way. This is why doxing is probably the most despicable of actions that you can take online. If a person wishes to have a private residency and be left alone and simply record their videos, record their music, whatever the hell they happen to be doing, writing books, editing books, whatever the hell, then they have the right to do that. A person should be secure on their own private property. Unfortunately, in Nick Fuentes' case, I don't know about self-defense laws with that stalker civil lawsuit. I don't know about self-defense laws with regards to the use of pepper spray. We'll see how that plays out. Now he has to move and hire goddamn security. And he's doing that in part to protect his goddamn neighbors. I believe him, by the way, when he says that that's a part of his motivation. It's fucking insane. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand when you really think about it. A person puts out opinions on the internet. You don't like them. So you show up at their house with a goddamn crossbow after apparently killing several other people in the neighborhood? Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Apparently, thankfully, the assailant is dead. So I'm hoping that Nick Fuentes remains well. So I'll give that to the Groypers for me. And this shouldn't happen to anyone. It shouldn't happen to anyone, regardless of your political affiliation. It's fucking goddamn bullshit. When you get to the point where you're literally trying to slaughter somebody because you don't like them on the fucking internet, where they're literally nothing more than zeros and ones, by the way. Most of you have never seen me in person. The thing you're seeing on the screen right now is literally nothing more than computer code. If somebody shows up, therefore, to shoot me, it points to them being psychotic. It points to them being deranged. Who would do such a thing? Apparently, several people have tried to do so. He gets stalked by the crazy chick, now getting sued by the crazy chick, which, again, the lawsuit will fall through. Then somebody shows up and tries to fucking kill him. At some point, you gotta say, Jesus, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, Merry fucking Christmas, I guess. That's about all. Peace out.